BJ Taylor, he's our starting point guard, and he's a great leader on the court, coming back from an injury, basically a month. He was out for a month, and a lot of people thought he don't gonna step up right off the jump, and he showed leadership and will to win right against the ECU. Basically, he hit a couple shots towards the stretch, and he won a game.
3 on the shot clock, 2 on the shot clock. He'll fire the 3. Good for BJ Taylor with 1 second on the shot clock.
It was tough having to sit out, obviously, but the good thing about this time was that I was able to run. Unlike last year, I wasn't able to run because I hurt my ankle, so I was able to keep my conditioning up, keep my speed up, work on getting faster, getting quicker, and just making the most of what I could do with the injury. I was also able to watch a lot of film, and I could sit back and watch the team and see, what we weren't doing well. I was able to talk to coach a lot, pick his brain on stuff I was seeing on the floor from sitting over on the bench. Because when you're not in the game, you see the whole floor. Unlike when you're playing, you just kind of see your man and you're worried about your responsibilities. So it was definitely a positive, really, that I was able to see different stuff, or I turned the whole thing into a positive. Talking to the guys and stuff when I was out, keeping them motivated and telling them, we got to keep going. And that the other thing was that it was good. It wasn't like it was going to be a season-ending injury, so there was always, a timetable for when I would be back, so that was good.
BJ drives to the basket and blocking, foul and one. Somehow got it up. It'll count, and a chance for a three-point play foul on BJ Tyson, who tried to draw the charge.
BJ's been exceptional for us. He's had his ups and downs throughout his young career here at UCF, facing injuries and just fighting adversity. But, the kid's energetic. He's passionate. He's going to compete every game. So you never question that about him.
He's a scoring point guard, so he does a lot of different things for us. He definitely facilitates the ball. He takes good looks and takes his shots, and he's an aggressive player. He does a lot for us on defense. He makes a lot of defensive plays. And just kind of a common factor because he's a great point guard.
Floats it up off the glass, no good. Nick Banyard lost it, and BJ gets it back and one. BJ Taylor cleans it up on the baseline and gets a chance at a three-point play. Welcome back, BJ Taylor.
Basketball and football were my two passions growing up. Until I was like 16 is when I chose basketball in high school. I quit playing football and I started just focusing on basketball mainly. But I've had a passion for those two sports since I was young, and obviously I stuck with basketball and went with that just because I love to compete, and I think a lot of people when they watch me play, they kind of say, oh yeah, I can see him playing football too. I can see with his aggression and how he plays and how he's physical, things like that. I try to set an example for competing hard. Like I said, I always say every game I go out there, I just want to win and compete at a high level, regardless of who we're playing and whether we're playing, the top team in the conference or we're the lowest ranked team in the conference. I don't care. I just go out there and compete the same against everybody and go hard and do what I can to help lead my team to victory.
He's the backbone of our team. He's the guy that gets guys in spots and the guy that can make plays not just for himself but for others. And that's an area we're going to continue to challenge him. And he's embraced it. He's been a pleasure to coach, just like all the other guys. Just to speak about BJ, I'm happy for him, and I think he's going to continue to grow, especially as Coach Dawkins being a former point guard and someone he can learn from. They spend a lot of time, they watch film and they break down the games in a total different way that us as assistants do with him. And he's been embracing of it. He has.
But once Coach got hired, I was really excited just knowing his background and his history of being, one of the greatest players to ever play at Duke and then having, playing over a decade in the NBA. And also the fact that he's a point guard. I was really excited to get him here. We talked for hours when he first got here just about basketball. And I love his passion for the game, and he brings that every day. And he just helps me every day. I've learned so much from him, just talking to him and just having conversations, watching some film. I learned so much every day from him, and having picking his brain and his IQ for the game, that it makes me want to be a better player. And, he helps me max out my potential.
I think the biggest thing with BJ, we want him to be more vocal. And not just him, Matt Williams, Taco Falls, Chad Brown, Tank. We need everybody to be more vocal. But for him being our point guard, we need him to be more vocal. I think he does a great job of leading by example. He competes. You never question that. But sometimes we need him to be the voice. hey guys, let's get going. Like we need this stop. I think those are the areas that we're going to continue to challenge him to develop as a young point guard and the floor general for us.